Hey there guys, I'm Dinks564 and this is continuation from Let's Play of Expeditions Room, and what I realized is, yeah, we actually do have a quest to Whack-a-Mole continue it, to question Cassius, and also what I noticed was that the denarii now are abandoned, but rations are scarce, so I sold all of my, well, I guess I I took all the money he had. I also took the slaves that he had, I exchanged them for rations, and now we have like still 580 rations, and actually have some money now. What else did I do? Yeah, right, I told this guy to craft basically consumables. I believe one bandage, one pillow, one throwing knife, one claptrap, and something else. And also... Oh, also, yeah, I restored one bandage with, like, free use, because this one work was finished, so I actually sent another guy to there, into the speculator tent, so that he can renew more uses of those items. Now, Cassius, buddy.
Tartarus, take you! You have ruined everything!
The next thing out of your mouth should be the name of the person you're working for, son.
I did what I did for the sake of my people. Kill me if you want.
I'm not interested in killing you. I will simply start cutting off your limbs one by one for each question you don't answer.
You wouldn't dare.
Khalida, wanna take it from here?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm useless in a kitchen. I think the knife is stuck. Here, let me just...
Ah! Oh, please! Stop! I'll tell you anything!
My question is very simple. What are you working for?
Senator Vitellius Scaevola.
Your brother-in-law.
Scaevola is working with the pirates, providing them with protection from Roman authorities. In return, the senator takes a cut from all the plunder.
That is absurd.
Well, they do pay taxes. Everything was going fine until Lucullus and Cotter started their campaign against the pirates. So Scaevola struck a deal with King Mithridates.
Collusion with the enemy. What does Mithridates get out of it?
How should I know?
You don't realize we know where your family lives, right?
But you can't.
But we can. We just won't, for now.
The king will retain Asia Minor, and the pirates will continue plundering coastal towns. All of the silver and the gold will be divided between Scaevola and Mithridates.
Good boy.
Vitellius Lurko? Who is that? The guy was potentially killed his father. Okay, finally the pieces fall into place.
We have to report this to the council.
Legate, here. The boy's armor. He won't need it anymore.
Okay then. What sort of armor is that? Unique medium armor. I might actually use that myself. Maybe not. Dodge the first ranged reaction attack against you in every round. Oh, okay. Better armor than I have, really? Oh, wait. Maximum resistance is 11. Armor cap 2. I'm not... Let me just see. Yeah. Wait. I get lower resistances, but more armor plus... Maximum resistance... What does maximum resistance mean? I'm not entirely sure. Plus I'll move a little bit further, right? I think it's worth it. I think resistances will... A little bit lower resistances will be compensated by the fact that I have higher armor. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I need also probably some better helmet. At least it'll do for now, at least, right? Any of you want to say something to me? Like, you there?
What do you need?
I guess not.
What do you need?
You there? No, come on. This guy.
At your service, Legate. Indeed you are.
Do you think it is time to celebrate?
By all means,
I
sure.
have a jug of wine I've been
Do you think
saving
we can
for special
succeed at,
occasions. There's no knowing for sure. But honestly, I think with Lucullus commanding the legions, not even gods can stand in our way.
Well, he has cost just
Our need to
council.
save cost, the greatest command.
Yeah, basically nothing. Do you want to say something to me?
Domine.
No. And her? I think I talked to her. I just want to make sure that there are no, like, side quests or anything that I'm missing here.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Okay, then. I think we're good to go, then. Oh, right. Skills. Somebody leveled up. But who? Oh, okay, this guy. Continue with Assassin, I guess? Sure. Just to get higher tier items here. Oh, right. Well, I'm probably going for Versatile. Will be a good idea. Just to get this Rebuke and a Versatile maxed out. Would be a good idea, just to kick someone and that shoot someone will probably be a good combo. I guess let's go back to Prima Italica, right? We cannot attack with the Legion just yet. We're still waiting for that attack to come. But it should be here any moment, so we shouldn't wait for too long. And probably by the time we're gonna leave the Lucullus Legion. Ah, wait, before we go to Lucullus, right? We need to go grab that wine. I think I can... Oh, there it is. There's the attack coming. Okay. This one has the highest survival chance. And... But wait, there is more, huh? We do kind of need a logistician. So, you know what? I think if I'll tell this guy to actually do this, he will probably level up, and we'll have a logistician, because for some reason I wanted to take Pool like in.
Which formation shall we use?
You know what? Let's go with defense. I think it'll be fine. We're really good here.
Our ranks have reached the enemy lines.
Genshin Legion has reached. Charge? Do you want to charge? Screw it, let's charge. Manifold's breaking, we reach the scattering threshold, so let's try something that that will provide us with less casualties. Or, you know what? Morale boosts sounds like a good idea.
Starte! Starte!
And we achieve victory. Should we restore some manpower? I think that'll be good. Well, actually, our morale is not that great. You know what? More morale.
Finite milites exultare.
Almost got there, but not quite, huh? Okay, lost 300 people. I really am not sure how, like, this is calculated. How are we winning some battles? How are we losing them? It really doesn't make much sense to me. Probably we need to get better cards or something to more consistently, I guess, win. Alright, and how about send the Legion here, huh? And if we'll capture that, I think we can actually upgrade this, right? No, this requires lumber mill and iron. We can upgrade this. And then we'll have 110. Because here we have tannery and iron mine. Oh, right, we cannot upgrade that, nor that, nor that, nor that. Yeah, basically we'll not be able to upgrade anything, because we need wood. And to get to the forge, we need to, what, more or less upgrade all of that, and then only then? Oh, and all of that, yeah. Huh, yeah, that's a long ways away. Like, huge amounts. Maybe I also need to, like, that workshop, unlock stratagem. I think that's for the Legion, right? But I really need wood for that. I need wood for, like, a lot of stuff here. Well, I guess we are capturing this one way or the other. And I guess wood will be discovered in some other locations. Yes, enter the village. I don't think it's necessary, but why not? Because I want to grab that wine. I think I can haggle her down to 1300 with my Logias ability, right? And then I will go visit the council and give him the wine. Where is she? Speaking of which, maybe I can, like, attempt to enter again here, now that we got out and now we can go in? Maybe? Who knows?
I did. Roman soldiers took someone.
Roman soldiers took someone? Where? Who? How? I didn't take anyone and I just killed people. Oh no, I took...
Your persistence is...
No. Okay. That is unfortunate. I wonder if I can attack him still, somehow. Start combat without actually... I don't think so.
Hello again. Glad to see you back. I thought
wine...
you might be tempted. My original price still stands, of course.
I'll give you 1300 for it, and you'd be sensible to accept that, considering you may never again meet a buyer with both knowledge and wealth to purchase it.
Ah, well, you clearly know what you're talking about. Very well. I accept your
Okay then. Now we go to the council. And we'll give him some wine. What? Alright. Rare vintage wine. Okay. Go, go, go. Get out. And we'll give that ambrosia to our council. Hopefully he'll be grateful for some of that, and we'll... Okay. We're moving there, right? Yeah. So it'll take... Okay. Yes. Now. You know what, Titus Polo? Go for it. If he predicts the least manpower losses, I'm okay with that. We'll not get a lot of loot, but that's okay. Confirm.
How do you wish to deploy?
We will need... I don't even think it's possible to get all that stuff, huh? It's way too far away, I think. So you know what? Let's just go defensive. Or let's reduce their defenses. Huh? How about that?
In infamata mamitiam aciem.
Okay.
Our legion has engaged the enemy.
Throw Pila. I think we'll be good, right? Player defense, player aggression. Yeah, that's fine. Throw some Pila.
The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves.
Expected enemy reinforcements, huh? Unit in reserve, they're only now come to battle. You must scramble to meet them. Risk to Centurions. I mean, this will be good, I think. Though realistically, probably that's like the worst decision. It's just turn the battle into a melee. It seems like. Sure, why not? So,
the day is ours.
do like want to cut some of them down or something? Why is not my army experience like so low? Didn't we have actually good? Ooh, this guy like leveled up both of his... What? Like how? We lost 8 morale. And lost 16 experience? Why? Like how is that? What is going on with this? I really don't understand like how it works. It seems random. We won, like we won more or less, right? Well enough, we like won more defenses than we lost. We won equal amounts of attacks than as we lost. But we lost 16 experience and 8 morale for some reason. Well, I guess we'll lose some morale anyways, no matter what, every battle, but... What was there? We deploy Legion to pacify Taurus. Taurus, okay. Huh. Interesting. So we can actually pacify this place just with the Legion. Well, okay then. Let's do that. That's exactly actually what we need. Yeah, this guy is moving. Okay, sector conquered. No need for actual melee. Okay, goal complete. Conquer reminder, new goal, 6 out of 9. Okay. So this is just for, like, to remind me to move and conquer more stuff. How about go to the quarry? Oh, right. It will need to come back and only then... Oh, wait. Wait. Ah, wait a second. I think this guy's moving somewhere. Where are you moving? Can we, like, intercept you, please?
Sorry
okay.
to startle you, Legate. I knew you were headed past here, and I wanted to challenge myself a little. It gets boring on the road.
You're heading along Battlewood Path, a Roman soldier. Then a mere few paces to your left, a lightly armored Roman soldier steps out from behind a fallen tree where he was remarkably well hidden. Well, I guess you passed the challenge.
Thank you. I shall. That's very kind of you. The consul sent me to tell you that there has been a development. Thracia has joined the war on the side of Mithridates. You are to meet the consul at the camp of Legio Prima Italica to discuss our course of action.
Okay. Thracia is, I believe, in the north of the Greece, right? Located. Thank you.
If
I will
that
meet
be
him
all,
as soon as
I will
capable.
take my leave once more. Vale Legate.
Okay. I don't actually need to go all the way over there, so let's move. I guess their legion will be like occupying the areas, right, that I conquer, so they will just to reduce the amount of areas I need to protect. Okay, let's go here. Quests. Return to Lucullus war camp. Whack-a-mole. Yeah, okay. And Blood of the Jupiter. Let's start with Blood of the Jupiter, right? And we'll see what that will give us, and then we'll go one by one of completing those things.
I'm glad you could get here so quickly.
I received your message. Tell me what happened.
This is Mithridates' response to our actions against Mercia and Troas. He's showing us that he knows how to divide and conquer just as well as we do. Somehow, he has turned the citizenship of Thracia against Rome, led by a wealthy Lanista called Damianos.
Who is this Damianos?
He owns the best and most respected gladiator school in the world. His gladiators are sold to Rome, where they typically have long and successful careers. He has also been known to use his gladiators as a sort of private militia, to enforce the laws of Rome throughout Thracia.
He must have promised him something big in return for his loyalty.
That much is clear. Damianos is a businessman, first and foremost. If he believes he would do better business under Mithridates, well, great risk brings great profit.
Do you believe this Damianos is the instigator of this treachery?
From what I know of the man, and based on what my spies report from Thracia, Damianos holds great sway over the mercantile and political classes there. They fear and admire him in equal parts. I am certain he is responsible.
Okay, then I believe we should remove this Damianos out from the picture.
You think Thracia could be brought back in line without him? Indeed. I think you're right. You will have to go and deal with him yourself. If a legatus shows up at his doorsteps and demands to see him, he will not be able to turn you away. Bring your gladiator friend. And make no mistake, what Damianos has done is treason. If you need to take his life, you are free to do so.
Okay, there's also something else. I have caught and interrogated the spy, Cassius.
I heard. It is as I feared. Vitellius Scaevola is working with Mithridates. And no doubt his brother is part of this too.
Scaevola married my
We must
sister
take action.
to eliminate my father.
To eliminate your whole family. Your father and I were getting close to uncovering this conspiracy against the very soul of Rome. Getting married to your sister after Marcus's untimely death made Vitellius Scaivola your paterfamilias. A perfect play to get your family out of the picture.
Okay, we'll put an end to this.
You should know that either Scaivola or his brother Lorco killed your father. There is no other explanation. We were so close to getting the family declared infames. I believe they must have felt cornered. In their desperation, they killed your father. That is why your mother sent you here. She understood you were in danger too.
I shall strangle life out of Scaevola with my own hands. He must pay for all the crimes he committed, and I shall be his personal executioner. I owe you a lot, Lucullus, but the blood of my father should not be spilt in vain. I need to save my family, get them back from Scaevola. What do you think we should do? Should we focus on revenge or saving a family? You know what? Let's try to save the family.
We will avenge your father
if it's
and
possible.
save your family. All in good time. Scaevola is a villainous bastard, but he is neither stupid nor careless. Never forget, the enemy is most dangerous when he is nearly vanquished. We shall expose him in front of the Senate.
How, Domine? We don't even know where he is.
By winning this war. He will be in Rome. All of this he's doing to conquer it. He won't be able to stay away.
What shall we do with Cassius?
Well, yeah, keep him alive until we're in Rome. Because, you know, might just be useful to, like...
Wise decision, Domine.
There is another matter I would like to discuss. Let me know if you have a moment.
I surely do, because, well...
You've taken to command as quickly as I had hoped.
I grew up hearing about your exploits from my father. In a way, I've learned from you.
It is a useful thing to study the masters of the past, as long as you're able to build on their lessons. I've been observing your legion closely, and I've noticed something that may be of great value to you.
Oh, sorry. Sure. Always eager to learn from you.
The cavalry of Mithridates is very heavily armored. Your own Equites has had trouble with them. But I believe we can turn this into a decisive advantage. Try this. Order your Equites to turn and ride away. Make it look like they are routed. Mithridates' cataphracts will not be able to resist giving chase.
Well, removing the enemy cavalry from the battle would be a boon. But if my own cavalry is gone as well, I won't be able to exploit their absence.
Indeed. So your Equites must eliminate Mithridates' cataphracts, and then return to the battle. Once the enemy heavy cavalry is exhausted from chasing your Equites through the heat, your men will turn and cut them apart.
Okay, sounds like a good plan, but... Sure, using climate against my enemy, that's a brilliant idea.
It is likely to only work once. Word will spread of what you've done, and they will not fall for it again. Save this ruse for a moment of great need.
Okay. Found this amphora of this wine. I'm familiar with the vintage. It's said to be quite exquisite. I want you to have it.
Really? Let me see. By Jupiter, you do know your way around a wine, I must say. We really must get you back to your father's vineyard as soon as this is all over. Rome is deprived of your talent.
It will be difficult to get used to the place and peace and quiet of daily life. I don't think it will be all that peaceful and quiet. Yeah, I'll look forward to get back into it.
The best citizen of Rome is one who is as valuable to the Republic in times of peace as in times of war. If you can find a way to put as much passion into the vineyard as you have put into this campaign, I have no doubt you will make a lasting mark upon our history. This is a fine gift. When I think of a suitable way to thank you for it, I will send something to your tent in your legion's camp.
What was the other matter you wished to discuss?
Regaining control of Asia Minor is important, of course. But our primary objective is ensuring the safety of Cotta. There may be a way of saving him without combat. I have arranged a meeting with Mithridates' Magus. Everyone wants something. Let us see what our enemy wants, and what we can get in exchange for it.
Where exactly will the meeting take place?
In the same fishing village in Troas, where you found Cassius. Lamedontus agreed to mediate. We will meet at his villa and have an opportunity to taste his food.
Oh, is that place Lamedontus' estate? Doesn't he serve Mithridates?
He serves his own people. Troas used to be controlled by Pontus until recently, but now it is our territory. There's a fragile political balance in Troas. It is in Lamedontus' best interest to keep everyone alive. The demise of either party means he will die too.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
You must learn about the art of negotiation. I think you should accompany me and take part in our conversation with Mithridates.
Not to mention the great opportunity this represents for us.
Yeah, we could assassinate him.
We could, but we absolutely should not. No one will bear any arms in the villa. And when it comes to poison, well, everyone knows Mithridates cannot be poisoned. As I said, we will just be there to negotiate.
Okay, let's go.
Lamedontus has a villa in Troas. We shall meet there. You will arrive unarmed, and on time.
You should take this flask anyway. You never know when you will need poison.
Okay, sure, give
You
it.
will not regret this.
Okay, so... Can I actually do it? Can I actually make poison out of this? Probably can, but I will need to visit my camp. Okay. Do any of these guys...
After the ambush, we sent a few men back into the pass to collect the fallen. This blade was brought to me by a Centurio. He said he found it on the body of young Gaius. I think you should have it.
It looks old, an heirloom. It should be brought back to his family.
I hope you'll have a chance to do so after the war. I know you helped him with a private matter. It'll be in good hands. Keep it. I think he would have wanted that.
I don't remember. Did we, Was he... Did he fall in battle or something? Was he injured? Because I actually don't remember what happened to him. He probably was. But, anyways, I will make a cut here, and we'll continue in the next episode. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.